look, it says I'm live. Hi. I'm hoping everyone can hear me fine. If not, I may have to put in headphones. I don't know if my volume is coming through or not, according to the little thing it is, so we'll go with that. I just wanted to do a quick little video, and I decided why not just do it live. Sometimes people pop in, sometimes they don't. But no, a few people might have noticed last night I had a comment or three randomly pop up on one of my videos. Well, give me 1 second to check something real quick. Okay. Ignore that. I just wanted to check my my microphone. Hi there, Star Dancer. But last night on my video for the Black Mirror, the Scrying Mirror, I remember I had a thing on there saying, because I've had to delete troll comments from there before that were annoying. Let's see, where is it? Right. So somebody by the name of K, literally just the letter K, had put some comments on my video. And oh, the trolling. I normally don't have a problem with Christians, and most of you all know that. I'm very open to them. Hello, Keisha Logan Magana. Hello. I probably just butchered your name, and I apologize. But one of the comments was, you don't want to hear that you're going to hell? Too fucking bad. Yes, Kay. Too fucking bad, isn't it? I'm so damned. Let's see. They also put, guess who's going to hell? Life's too short to not accept Jesus. You can't delete these words all you want. Your choice will be great. Your choice will be graded. Well, one, I didn't delete anything they posted. Actually, I didn't delete anything because these were all put on my video at 12 a.m. I was asleep at 12 a.m. So they deleted, they deleted them themselves, actually. Because they also put, guess who's going to hell? And I had one person actually rebuttal against them saying to shut the fuck up. Which, thank you. But they posted these comments at 12 a.m. Well, 12:20 was one of them. 12:23. And then the other one was exactly at, well, 2 at 12:20. So basically this K person, I'm pretty sure is nothing but a troll. And I'm pretty sure she may be somebody who's always been trolling not only me, but Zipporah and pretty much everyone in the pagan community. But they were cowardice enough to delete their own comments. I did not delete their comments. I did not report their comments because they weren't there when I went to check them. And my dog has a squeaky toy. So this K person, if you're watching these videos, guess what? You're blocked from commenting, I think. I know all I did was block you, so I don't know what they're going to do. Yes, I'm actually driving the bus to hell because I can't drive that well. So guess what? It'll be fun. But I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to deal with these people regardless. On my video about about the depression and the passing in a family, I actually had a comment that I deleted immediately because it was right after I posted it. It was basically, good, your family member deserves to go to hell just like you do. I and 2 other people in my family are pagan. Only 3 of us. Oh yeah, we have an atheist and an agnostic. Everyone else in my family is primarily Christian or Catholic. Mostly Christian. My cousin who passed away was found by her son when he was waking her up for church. So, to the person who posted that comment, you can burn in your own hell. So, I deleted that comment that was pretty much saying that my cousin deserved to burn in hell, because I found that extremely insensitive and it pissed me off. I deleted, but I did report it, screenshot it, and sent it to YouTube. That channel that had posted it, I have now on block, and they can't even contact me on Google. I have them on so many blocked, it sucks for them. As for this K person, I'm sure they can still contact me through Google. And I really want to know what they were thinking. Thinking it's okay to post that you're going to hell on somebody else's video. I don't ever post that kind of stuff on their videos. I just tell them, you believe what you believe, and I believe what I believe. And, yeah, the haters are going to be everywhere. They deleted their own comment. And it's hilarious because they forget this fun little thing called technology, and that because how I have it set up, I get emails about all your guys' comments on my videos, by the way. So I get double whammy. Not only on YouTube do I get it, but I also get it in my inbox telling me, hey, in case you missed this, you have you have comments. And it's kind of funny how people don't sit there and think about this. But this K person, I'm clicking on their icon because I can on my phone, and it goes straight to their channel. I have them blocked. They have nothing posted. Hi, Lippy Witch. Oh, lady of Wicked. God damn it. I cannot read names to save my life right now. This is why I need glasses. Lady Witchy. Hello. But this K person has a black picture with a purple lightning bolt, which is normal what you see in nature. They have nothing on their channel. And I have to hold it to the side because it will do a screen glare. Yeah. This person. I have them on blocked so they can't comment on things. I don't know if they can still comment via live stream. If they can, I invite them to comment. I invite to hear their side of things. I'm sorry, I read the name wrong. I saw the Y, that's all my brain connected. I apologize. But no, I have these screenshotted and saved on my phone as well, because, you know, it's fun to save those things. And when I eventually get into it, I will one day do video splicing of fun little hate comments that I've received. Keyword is when I feel like it or want to play with the photo editor. It is kind of hilarious how people love to go on and troll people and say mean, hateful comments or belittle their belief system. Yeah, granted, mine may not be the most popular belief system. Being pagan never is a popular belief system, apparently. I don't know. I think it's fun. My work actually has finally agreed to, if I bring in a list of all my holidays and prove that they're actually existing, I could technically take all those days off with holiday pay if I was full-time. But I'm not full-time, and I cannot afford to take off those days ever, because money and bills and this stuff. Yeah, we have too many holidays, guys. We really, really do. Another fun thing is I haven't been able to really be outside besides taking Cerberus out because my balcony has just been painted. And it's back to the lovely pretty green, and the stains from my neighbors upstairs are gone. So, yeah. But it is easier to do when you aren't stable in your own beliefs. It actually is very easy for people to criticize and go at others for their beliefs. It's very simple. I mean, I could probably sit here and belittle certain beliefs, but then I can sit there and go, actually, no, if you look at this, this makes sense, or I can understand where they're coming from. If you look at it logically, you can understand why some people believe what they believe. I mean, I may not believe a book that's freaking old with morals and values, and one of the morals being, if so-and-so rapes my daughter, he can buy her for a goat and a hay bale or something like that. That is outdated and should not be anywhere in any belief. That is one of the big problems I have, because anytime somebody tries to use any verse in the Bible like Leviticus against me, I use that one against them. Going, well, if you believe that, then if this happened to your daughter, you're okay with somebody paying you this for her hand in marriage. I got it. I see where you stand. Which normally shuts them up quickly, which is kind of hilarious. And the fluctuation in my lighting is because there's clouds blocking the sunlight coming in from my window, so it's kind of fun. But like I said, I have found ways to combat those "you're gay, you're going to hell" comments, or "you're a witch, you're going to hell" comments very easily. And it's not that hard. And I've also had one or two people criticize everything in my background. Like that lovely little box over here that has my carpet cleaner stuff and a bunch of stuff I didn't want on the floor because the dog eats every goddamn thing. Yep. Or the fact that we have a tote holding stuff and holding a mattress on it because we don't want the dog getting into altar things, which he already has. He ate an entire stick of holy wood. My dog likes to chew on wood, so holy wood got eaten. And I found it funny. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am because, well, he's a dog. He's gonna chew on things. It was actually Soren's fault that he got a hold of it. I've been telling them for weeks to put this little bag that they had that had a sage stick. That's what is missing. A sage stick, a apocalypse feather stick, and a piece of holy wood. I think they moved the sage out of the bag. I don't know. If not, he may have ate a sage stick somewhere. Oh boy. I should look that up to make sure he didn't just poison himself. But Soren did not put it up. Sage and dogs. Yes, I'm looking up to make sure that. Oh, okay, never mind. It's good. It's all good if you ate it because it's not dangerous. In fact, sage can help your dog fight infections and ease digestive problems. That's good to know. That is very good to know. My dog didn't poison himself. I'm a great pet owner, aren't I? But he's a dog, and I've warned Soren about this stuff, and they just didn't put up their stuff, and it happens. And I made fun of them for it. I'm like, this is your own fault. I told you to put that where you couldn't get it. It fell on the floor twice. I've picked it up those 2 times. The 3rd time, it's your fault. It's not my job to keep track of their stuff. Which is kind of hilarious because then they remind me, I don't know how he keeps getting a hold of this. It was actually somewhere, it was not in the room, it was hanging up somewhere because it was given to me as a joke. Yeah. He keeps getting a hold of this and running around the house with it. That and anything out of our bedroom drawers. He is a very inappropriate dog. As in drawers, I mean he grabs my shorts, he grabs underwear, he grabs socks. Yeah, my dog has no boundaries, and believe it or not, most of the stuff he grabs is clean. Animals are great. And that leads me to another troll comment that I had on when I first showed him. When I was telling people his name was Cerberus and stuff like that. Like I said, as most of you know, I delete most of the trolling comments. I get rid of them because I'm just like, you know what? No one wants that negativity here. And I don't feel like people going into fights on my videos. Well, somebody said you should euthanize that dog to save him from being with you. I deleted their comment and then Googled them did their Google Plus thing telling them that they should be euthanized if they think my animal should be, just so they don't have to put up with me. I know it was mean to say, but I was kind of pissed. My dog is kind of my baby and is my service mutt. And he's actually doing very good in his training. He's understanding the heel command. He understands the heel command, the sit, the stay, the don't move, the come, all those kind of things. He understands completely. And he does very, very well when he's in his vest. He listens better when he's in his vest. When he's not, he is, well, a little shit. Aren't you, Cerberus? One of the cats. Only one of the cats play with him. The other one tries to kill him. It's great. Or he's listening to the neighbors. I don't know which. I mean, hell, he's a smart animal. But comments where people say that you should kill something or yourself, those are one thing that really bother me. Why do people think it's okay to say that? Granted, I kind of said it back to them, but it was one of those, how would you like somebody to say that to you? And yes, you can see him right there with his stuffed dog that he has half ripped to shreds. Hey, Cerberus. Buddy, come here. Up. Come here. No. Ah. Ah. There we go. And dog. And go away. Ha. There we go. Yep. He's been running like a maniac. But you notice his collar has changed from the cute little collar he used to have. Now he's being my potato. There he goes. Yeah, this is his favorite way to lay on mommy. What? But yes, he's gotten so much bigger. And yes, I love showing off my dog. And you just got to roll all over me. Ew! Ah! Ah! Gross! Go drink water. You just drank water, didn't you? My dog is a dork. But I don't think anyone should post those things. And yes, I do regret telling them they should euthanize themselves. I'm pretty sure a lot of these troll comments I've been getting may have been from Emily, because someone told me that she went back to being Christian again. I don't know, and if so, then, well, damn, woman, pick a religion. Stay with it, please. I am, like I said, I'm used to her and other people doing things like that by now. Yeah. I mean, the fact that she's still targeting people who are still considered smaller YouTubers, who are pretty much not doing anything to harm her, is kind of concerning that she's having issues. And if she is, I want to stress it. Maybe she needs to get some licensed professional help. Maybe she should step away from social media. Because, I mean, I did for about a month, and it's helped me a little bit. I mean, I hardly check my Facebook anymore. I mostly do it for my mom or Zabora messaging me. But it's Yeah, it would be nice. Good luck with it, yeah. If she does, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. It's up to her. But when it comes to the trolls still, I am not surprised that I'm seeing comments on my older videos. And it's mostly a lot of my older videos that I found some of these comments. Very few on some of the newer ones. Because people don't think we go back and look at our old videos. I do, so I can say, hey, I can redo that one better. I'm actually going to be doing a secondary on the how to make a scrying mirror if you actually have a mirror and it has one of the coatings on the back, but you can't obviously scratch it off. Which the easy thing to do is get gloss spray paint. But her life is to be a troll. I'm pretty sure that she probably lives under a bridge somewhere. I mean, her house could technically be under some bridges. I don't know. Or she has a bridge in her mind that won't go away. Trolls love the bridges. Hey, look, the sun's out again. But it's just been interesting reading some things from the past and also looking at some of my older videos. And like I said, there will be some remakes of certain things, like mostly ones that I'm looking at and I'm cringing at myself. I will be bringing back the God of the Week series eventually. I have to regather a bunch of information I had on those originally before my computer crashed, because I actually had scripts made up for those, and I have to remember where that jump drive is. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere, because those I did save. So I'm sure I'm going to get troll comments on those. If you guys have any suggestions about stuff, throw them up on my comments. Throw it on my Twitter, which I need to check more often. Give me a reason to check Twitter, guys, please. I don't even check my freaking Tumblr very often anymore. I've pretty much been staying away from that because even the pagan community sometimes on there can be toxic as hell. The Twitter, yes. Which most people know my Twitter is at Loki's Witch. I believe it's the same as most everything else. And yes, that bright light on my face is the Google search bar, by the way. That's an E, not a W. I can spell, I promise. Y is, yes, it's at Loki, Loki's _ witch. And Loki's is spelled with it's Lokis. There's no apostrophe because it is a URL. I love going on Twitter just to read what our president has to say. To me, he's the ultimate troll. But then again, people elected him into office, so I don't know if the joke's on them or if the joke's on us. I'm still lost on that one. I'm really lost on that one. I still don't know how that happened, but it happened. I mean, it was that or Hillary, and both options didn't look great, but I'm not going to lie, I did vote for Hillary because lesser of two evils. On the primaries, though, when they had the vote for what candidate you want for this, I voted for Bernie. Everybody was like, well, we have Bernie or bust. It's not going to happen. Very few times does writing in a vote help. Yeah, it's them. We know better. We also know to prepare for nuclear war, so buy all the ramen and all that stuff. No, really, I don't know what's going to happen to the next 3 years. I'm done with life. But I think my dog was also trolling. He got into a locked cupboard because I have locks on my altar. Well, they're wooden, stable locks, but still. He got a hold of my Morgan Tarot deck. The only card that was damaged, after going through all the cards, was the Ten of Swords. Yeah, he put bite marks right through it. So either A, the card has some significant idea of something that's going to happen to me, or B, he just does not like that card, or he just happened to be the one he got a hold of. I'm thinking it's the lesser, he just got a hold of it. Because I'm sure my only pain and problems right now is having to go to work in a pulled and pinched muscle on my side because of him. So, but I think my dog trolled me there. But that's just my own mental life. But like I was saying, I'm saying but a lot, and I'm very, very much... I don't go on Twitter that often, and when I do, I do. I will admit one of the best therapies that somebody can do is... Hey, look, I have a message. Oh. I'll read that later. It's from the Haven team. We're still talking. I don't know when we're going to bring everything back because it's heading into August, so summer's almost done. Yes, you did. Hi, Zed. The furry. One of my furry people. Yay! I probably should have told a few people on one of the servers that I'm on Discord that I was doing a live stream. But they normally do live streams where they're doing video games or donation streams and stuff like that. I typically don't. I never ask for donations because I'm pretty sure you guys are as broke as I am. I mean, I was able to look at a lot of the troll comments they get and a lot of those things that happen with them. And I'm noticing a lot more people are going the more cynical route when it comes to being trolls. I mean, you have the people who are just straight up, you're going to hell, you're going to burn, or you're a stupid faggot, die. Some people are not creative at all, and it's the normal stuff you get from trolls and you find on the internet on a daily basis, or people yell that at you on the street when you're holding hands with your significant other. Yeah, we've had that. And all I do is just go, whatever. But it's going to be a fact of life that trolls will be everywhere. You're going to get them on YouTube. You're going to get them on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr, because it's the land of trolls and very bad things. Like porn every time you go on your stream. So much of it, and I don't even follow these people. But it's going to be everywhere. And we just got to learn to deal with it. And I think I'm more shocked that they're accusing me of deleting. They're accusing of one of the things was accusing me of deleting their comments when they deleted them themselves. So that always makes me laugh a little bit. You can delete this, but you won't delete the words of Jesus. Then why did you delete them? I mean, I don't mind people sometimes knocking on my door wanting to talk. I mean, if they talk to me, yes, that's who we're talking about, actually. Because I can't see their comments if they're still there, but I have the email saying otherwise. I'm sure they just delete their comments. I replied to them relatively nicely on my thing, calling them out on it. Because I was in bed at 12 a.m. Because I work at 3 a.m. I like my sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep is nice. Sleep is heaven. Dude, God, I miss bed already. I am pretty sure that because they have no subscribers, no content, they're just a troll account. Yes, sleep is our friend. Granted, we spend way too much time sleeping, but at the same time, it's so damn nice. And it also keeps me from overheating. I'm kidding on that one. I hate the heat, so if I sleep during the heat of the day, I'll be up in a nice cold night. Is normally my logic, except for when it's still 80 at freaking 2 a.m. I'm not happy with things. I live in Washington. It's not supposed to be that hot, ever. Yeah, it's not RC for once. It's cherry vanilla Pepsi. I don't know if you guys are seeing everything backwards because my shirt says KomoriCon. Yeah, shocker. I have like 12 different ones of these. And most of them I have duplicates because I work for the conventions. As you can see, these are staffer shirts. But trolls just want validation until they think they will get the hate. Yeah, they think that. I think what trolls do is they do it because they either want to see you upset, or they want validation, or they're doing it because it makes them feel better. It makes them feel better to insult someone. I hate when my thing does that. Yeah, I have made a mistake in that sentence. I might have to try still. The thing is I do laugh at a lot of the things trolls say because most of them are the same uncreative thing that I've been told time and time again. You're going to hell. You need to find Jesus. God loves you. Join the church. Go to church. Save your soul. Things like that. I mean, I had one person say you should go repent and then maybe jump off a bridge. And my response is, isn't that considered committing suicide? And won't I go to hell regardless? I love it when people don't think about that. Yes, Jesus loves me. But he also loves cutting my bushes outside because he's a gardener. Jesus is great. All the Jesus jokes I can come up with. But I think the best joke ever is one of my coworkers on my locker at work. Instead of it having my name, which it does now so people can stop getting confused, it has in big bold letters Loki and Thor. The ongoing joke with one of my supervisors is I was Loki because for some reason I could get the green cart to work when no one else could, which is great. And my locker partner was always Thor. But Thor was either my friend Emily or Soren as a joke. And we have somebody who actually works in facilities as our painter, our head painter. His name is actually, by birth, Thor. His parents named him Thor. So people were asking him, why do you have a locker over in the custodial area? And he kind of approached me going, hey, I know your nickname's Loki, but who's this Thor on your locker? I'm like, oh, it's, they know them as Melissa. And he's like, oh, cool. Can we still sit here and confuse people? So on one of my work badges that I have, it has my normal stuff on it, but he went over and took me to security, told them what to put on my badge. And for Halloween, I had a secondary badge, which is actually hanging up in his office because we use them on Halloween, where I'm standing there in my Loki hoodie doing the little double little horns like that with my hood up and all that. And he actually had a Thor hoodie, which he did that with. And he held his hammer, which was pretty much the handle of the hammer, with a rolling pin for painting on it. Because he's Thor, the god of thunder and painting. And my dog just got into something he's going to get yelled at for in a minute. But, oh, never mind. It's a roll of cardboard. He can chew on that. But we like to troll people that way. And I've been there 5 years. He's used to me. I'm used to him. We have way too much fun with this shit. Though we don't know how working with our new boss, Nathan, is going to work with all this, because we won't go into that. But we have controlling ourselves. I get trolled, but they troll me because I'm a furry. And the thing is I've had people troll me about that too. Most of you know that I went to Furlandia again this year. Most of you know because I debuted it. I have a beautiful fursuit head and tail and hands and feet. I have a partial because screw wearing a full fursuit in July or any month that the sun is out in Washington. Because, 90-degree weather, fursuit equals you're sitting in the fur lounge for about 2 hours with the tube down your shirt going, oh God. But no matter furry, pagan, Christian, non-denominational, it doesn't matter what you are, you're going to get trolled. There will always be some asshole, or we could be the assholes, out there trolling people. Because let's face it, we all troll people too. I mean, look at Now You See TV. I can't help but troll them. What are you doing? I give up. But we send out our own troll comments as well. And in doing so, we do open ourselves up for what we put out there. And it's nature. People are going to be assholes. You're never going to find a person who doesn't do one thing in their life to be an asshole. My family hates me because I'm both furry and Wiccan. I'm sorry that they do that. I wish more families were accepting and loving and welcoming. Like, I hate to boast it, mine. I mean, my mom has never damned me for being pagan. Neither has my uncles. I've had one cousin that does, but the entire family disowned them because of it, and because they were also bashing my older sister and anyone else who lived an alternate lifestyle and didn't want to have children, or that wasn't 100% Christian. And to me, it sucks when family is like that, when they don't accept you for who you are. And granted, I feel no love lost with this cousin and how she acts. I mean, she kicked out her own kid because he was friends with a gay person and refused to not be their friend. He told his mother, no, he's my friend and I'm going to support him. And she told him, have fun supporting yourself on the streets. And she kicked him out. And it was just because he refused to give up a gay friend. She is that against anything if it goes against the Bible. And she is one of those people who live her life to live for her husband, which there's a whole set of books on those that, thanks to another YouTuber, I've actually went through some of them, and oh my God, one of them is called Training Your Child. It's basically a guide to child abuse and how not to get caught. Or the fact that children want to be spanked. That part makes me sick. They yearn to be smacked. They're never too young to be hit. Yeah, they're talking about hitting something that can barely comprehend if they're hungry. And it's saying, smack it if it cries. Yeah, these people are garbage, and I'm trying to remember their names off the top of my head. I would have to look through my books on my PDFs. Yes, and thanks to one of the channels, like I said, that I follow, she's actually atheist. And I respect her views as she's respected mine. She may not believe in magic or any of that kind of stuff, but she does use logic in it. She doesn't sit there and insult people. She does her best to be nice. She is very British, and I love her accent. But what? Stay out of the garbage, you little brat. He's getting a hold of boxes. He likes to tear everything up. But just those books, and then the ones on you live to find the perfect husband. If your family doesn't accept that you need to stay home and pray to God and build yourself up for your husband and not do school, then there's something wrong with them. Telling young women to mooch off your parents until you can get work, until you can get a husband who will pay for everything. Because they don't understand that you're doing this for God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There is a swan on the butt and pudding in the corner. And then there's mercilessly hitting your child just because they asked for something. I mean, I grew up by being spanked. I was smacked on the ass with a belt numerous times because I am a smartass. I tend to have challenged my mother and my biological father was easy to challenge. I mean, he was fucking stupid. But I had challenged my mom and dad so many times. So I will admit, some of those spankings I deserved. Some of them I did not. When it came to a lot of things in my childhood, my mom, like I said, rarely raised a hand to us. It was, if she did, you fucked up. You fucked up bad if it was my mom disciplining you. If it was Mark, then you sneezed wrong. But, I mean, there is a difference between discipline and trying to teach your child. But at the same time, I still don't believe smacking them will teach them anything but violence. Luckily for me, I knew how to distinguish between violence and being a decent fucking person. That's another thing. You need to teach your kids things, not just, mindlessly be an ass. And the way that the book outlines it, it's basically you beat them until they understand or are like, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Yeah, to where they don't question anything. You could tell them that God said to jump off a bridge, and they will 100% believe it. That's how the book is pretty much putting it up, how your child should act. That they should give you 100% respect, and that the husband should be the only one disciplining and doing these things and doing everything, and that you should pretty much just, if you're a woman, all you should live for is having children and finding the perfect husband. Finding a husband and serving him and giving him all the babies he wants. And if you are a woman who has a career, then you failed. Then you're not really happy. Then you're lying to yourself. No, they're not. They're actually Christian. They're not Jehovah's Witnesses. They are so Christian it hurts. As in, they pretty much live towards the Bible. To where they say that premarital, this is how they quote it, premarital rape doesn't exist. That a woman should always submit their body to their husband, even if they don't want it. That raping your wife is not a crime, and it does not exist because it's not rape, because God gave you her to pleasure yourself if you're a man. Yeah, they're those people. They're not, I don't want to say they're born again Christ, but they're the ones that, they're the fucked up ones. And it is really fucked up reading through some of their literature, and all I can do is sit here sometimes and go, I understand when they got published, most of these books were published in the early 90s. So, yeah. But they still live by them today. they're like, our children have come forward and said they were raised by these things and they're perfectly fine and adjusted adults. The ones we know about. But at the same time, I gotta cut on my lovely. But looking at these books, going through these books, I'm glad I got the free PDF. Because I don't want to buy or spend 1 cent of my money for these people. I don't think anyone should. In fact, I'll actually go look up what their names are real quick. And apparently have a notification. Oh, yes, left hand is high. If you guys haven't noticed, I do follow a lot of horror channels. I do follow creepypastas because I enjoy listening to them. The person who I listen to a lot, the channel that introduced me to these people that I know on Twitch, her name is Rachel Oates. And like I said, I love listening to her stuff. It's the Pearls, Michael and Michael and Debbie Pearl. Yes. Training up your child. The Pearls. Oh. Yeah, the Pearls are horrible. But no, honestly, if I ever met either of the Pearls in real life, I would ask the woman, how or why did a book on ancient biblical things make you think that it's relevant for today and nowadays? I mean, there's a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses or Christians that go by what the Pearls do. Shit, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit copy something because I'm trying to figure out the rest of their literature because, like I said, Debbie Pearl has a few books out there. Michael does too. And it just amazes me that these people have these. But doesn't. No, thank you. Do not check my thing. Excuse me. Training up. A homemade corner. Books. Get rid of Michael and go with Debbie Pearl books. Okay. There is so many. One of them is No Joy in Life. Okay, never mind. Their latest one was in 2017. Oh my God. They have the No Greater Joy, Volume 2. The creator wants you to be his helping mate, aka how to just be a trained woman and do nothing for your life. Training Up Your Child was in '94. Preparing to be a helping mate. The second, there's created you to be, and then preparing you to be. Then the big book of homeschooling. Yes. The hidden helping mate. Let's see. Yeah, she. Yeah. I can't believe she still makes books. There is so many books. Oh my God. I don't think I want that book on ebook or anything. Creator needs created to need a helping mate. Is how a man's guide into marriage. Yeah, she has a lot of those books about oh my god. There is just so many things by them that I'm looking at that are cringeworthy. And I only have a couple of their things. I have the creator asked you to become his mate. The first one with the preparing, the taming child one, and one where they just put a bunch of quotes and answer questions, and most of them are, "Let God show you the way," or "What does the Bible say on this?" Yeah. Yeah, I am a little physically sick that they are still writing books. But there's still a market for them, and that's what we should be worried about. If they're still getting published, is another thing we should kind of sort of worry about, because if they're still getting published, that means the publishing company either knows that they're going to sell books because it's controversial, or that people actually go by them. And with the taming of your child thing, there has been at least 3 cases of kids being killed because of their parents 100% believing these books. And one was actually an adopted child, and one of the people were quoted in saying that the child was born evil, and they were actually quoted in saying, that you received her like this, so she never had a chance to begin with. So it was better off that the child died. Debbie Pearl actually said that. And yet these people are still allowed to do what they're doing. It's just disturbing that those things still exist, and that they're allowing this in general, but it's going to be like that because there's going to be things out there that get published regardless of if we read it or not. And yeah, but it's biblical, and therefore it's perfect. Yeah, that's an excuse that you'll find a lot of people will use, or they'll say, the book made me do it, or the book taught me how to do this, so I had to do it this way, Your Honor. That is, I don't know sometimes if certain books are written to be sarcasm, but not a lot of people catch on to sarcasm anymore. And it's obvious. Or people will focus on something that, say, somebody tweeted or Facebooked or something 10 years ago, and use it against them today, even if they've apologized for it. Or they take things out of context. It is disturbing what can get published as a book. It is disturbing what can get put into the media and people dismiss, and things that people put in the media and others don't dismiss. There's been more than once that we've seen something that our president has said that has pretty much been okay. Everybody's like, oh, that's fine. It's no big deal. It's just Trump. Yes, if somebody else was to say it, oh no, burn them at the stake. And the thing is yes, I have to agree with you there, Zed. I've read the Bible, and there is a ton of, I can't pronounce that word right now, but because my brain is like, don't comprehend huge words. I know what you're getting at. There is a lot of inconsistencies and incest and horrible things in the Bible, and yet people think it's still okay to say, well, the Bible says this. Well, it also says this. Oh, we ignore that part. I'm still trying to figure out why it's okay to ignore something, but then you claim you live by it. I mean, I live by the golden rule, and that's don't kill people. Wait, is that the golden rule? Well, besides the fact of try not to be an asshole, but I can't help it sometimes. I'm naturally an asshole. I'm naturally a bitch. It is some world-class cherry picking that they do. Yes, lady, they love to do it. And they claim us for cherry picking through their stuff and saying, oh, well, it says this. Yeah, but you guys are the same goddamn thing. That's just proof that we've read your book and we don't like it. I do love when someone's like, well, you didn't comprehend or understand it. Because when you read this scripture and then combine it with this one from this chapter on this book, no, it doesn't work that way. It's a book. You read it straight through. You don't pick and choose. This one goes with this one, and this one backs up these two perfectly. But that one was written before those two were written. Aren't they supposed to back that one up? I don't know. I don't understand the logic of the Bible sometimes, but I have read it through multiple times. When I did go to church, when I did go to seminary, we studied it for an entire year. And that was that year that I decided I was done with church, was after I actually sat there and concentrated and read the full of everything I was believing. And we read it from cover to cover. And I will not forget what my seminary teacher told me. She looked right at us before we started and said, this may change some of your guys' point of view into the scriptures. Because we're not just going to do the Old Testament and then do New Testament next year. No. We're doing the Old Testament the first half of the year and the New Testament the second half of the year. But we're going to get through the entire book this year. And she didn't have us go jumping through it. She had us read straight through. It was one book at a time through the Bible, like Genesis. It wasn't just, read to this chapter, which some of the chapters are 4 scriptures long, if not a little shorter. But then you have some that are pages upon pages long. But she just had us read through it, and at the end, she asked who here still believes in what they believe. She's like, I still have a strong testimony in what I believe because of this, this, and this, but I know not everyone does. And I actually raised my hand and said, why is it then that everyone dismisses the Old Testament, yet they still use phrases from the Old Testament, even if they said it's irrelevant? She told me, she's like, that's a good question. Those are people who don't actually understand what they've read. Just because the New Testament says everything in the Old Testament is out doesn't mean shit. Well, doesn't mean anything. It means that this is something that you take at face value, that it has a good moral story to some of the parts in it. And some of the things today will never, ever fly that it may have been back then. But that was the culture back then. We have a different culture now, and we live for these times. And people who say they live their life 100% to the Bible are people who need help. What you should be living your life to is the word of God and the word of be good, be kind, help others, don't kill or steal, and in general, be faithful to your spouse. And pray to your God. Go to church on Sunday and smile and be a good person. That is what the Lord wants for you, not to live 100% to a book. That was probably some of the best advice I have ever heard from anyone who went to church. And this was a Mormon woman who was very faithful to her gospel, who would stand next to the word of the Book of Mormon with no problem, who also stood with some of the scriptures of the Bible to no problem, but had even fully admitted that she does not live her life to the Bible. She lives her life to the word of God that she was taught and the teachings of it, not to the moral standing of something that is older than she is. And I never got kicked out for questioning, which was a very interesting thing. I found out that more or less with the Mormon religion, depending on what place in the world you're at or what state, They want you to question things. They want questions because they will sit there and talk to you about them. And even if they're right or wrong. I questioned the Bible once in a, not a Southern Baptist, but whatever the hell my friend was. I think she might have been Baptist. I don't remember. And I was told, you don't question the Bible. The Bible is truth. And it's the truth of God. They didn't exactly kick me out, but it kind of made me not want to come back. Normally, if they're kicking you out, that means they don't have an answer and they're upset about it. It means they failed to convince you of something. And that's their own fault, not yours. But I have heard stories of people going, hey, what about this, this, and this in it? But you're saying this. Or how does that one scripture relate to this? And I know things have been changed and translations are different. That, oh, it doesn't really translate to this or to that, but it translates to this to me. You can take something and say, hey, this is what it looks like to me, which is fine. But to say this is what it fully means and it be totally off topic, then no, it doesn't. Sometimes words are meant to mean exactly what the words say. But we'll never know because I don't think anyone sat there and talked to the original writers of these books, and they kind of can't now because they're all dead. I mean, maybe the Vatican has the original copy of what it's supposed to say, but we don't know. We're not allowed in their damn archives. I mean, imagine them letting someone like me in there. Whew. Or even like Logan. Yeah, imagine if they let Hellbound Heathen in there. That would be interesting. Translation and interpretation are totally different things. Yes, they are. Because I can take the translation of a man should not lie with another man, and instead of thinking about sex, I can say, okay, you guys can't sleep in the same bed, or you guys can't sleep in the same room, or you both can't lie down on the ground together. To me, lie with means sleeping next to sometimes, even though I know it means sex. But they said man. They said nothing about women. Yeah. Sorry, I just had to be the asshole in there. Guys totally cannot lay with each other, but girls, oh yeah. There was even pervs back then, and you all know it. But, I mean, shit. I'm saying but a lot. It's how somebody will understand and interpret things that is what we should worry about. And back on what the video is technically about with the interpretation and translation are two different things. You can even say that for comments trolls make. I mean, I can probably put something out there that isn't the nicest thing ever, and somebody can take it and not realize my sarcasm behind it. Case in point is not between men, but man and child. Yeah, they're that too. I mean, oh, I had to clarify something for a friend when I sent it to them, saying, be safe, love ya. So I was like, wait, if you're in love with them, but what about so-and-so and so-and-so and this and this and this? And my response is, I love them like family. You can say to a friend, be safe, love you, and mean it because they're like family, not because they're your lover. It took this person 20 minutes to understand that. And multiple people pointing it out to them. Which was hilarious as hell. I love Facebook sometimes, and other times I want it to burn in hell. And what did? Okay, never mind. Yeah, If you see me reach for up here, it's because I'm used to putting things in my work shirt pocket, and it's right on my boob. And so I'm used to having my phone there, and for a minute I realized my phone wasn't on the table. It was in my cup holder. I'm not groping myself, I'm looking for my phone. That's a good thing that can be used. Oh my God. I'm so glad that now you can actually read the live stream comments on the video after it's posted. I've discovered that, and it's kind of cool to scroll back and look at some of the things. I'm glad they finally added that. Because some people, because you'll respond to a comment here, and if it doesn't pop up on the video, people won't understand it. I'm glad that we can do that now. Oh. But I love always doing live streams with you guys because you will comment on things, you will say things, and it makes me smile. And I'm glad you guys understand things similar to what I do. But I would still love to see a pagan be able to go into the vaults of the Vatican. I mean, damn. That would be interesting. I mean, because you wonder how much of our own pagan culture has been locked away and buried by other religions that actually keep artifacts of our time. Not our time, but of that time and culture. Oh, thank you, Zed. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Aw, thank you. We should smuggle him in there. Yes, we should smuggle him in. I don't know, though. We would have to get a big suitcase. I mean, because he's tall. We don't have to worry about hair getting caught in the zipper, at least. And I'm pretty sure eventually that comment will bite me back in the ass. But I'm sure we could find a way to smuggle him in. Maybe we can put him in a box and send him to the care of the Vatican. Fragile. Do not shake. Do not open. Put in vault. Leave be. I wonder how well that would go over. And him do a live stream via his phone from in there. I do wonder, though, has anyone tried to send themselves in the mail to the Vatican to get put in the vault? A monk disguise. That might work. Or you can always dress him up as a pope. No, that might not work. You'd have to be a cardinal, or I don't remember how high you have to be to get into the vault. I'd have to look it up. He probably knows more about it than I do. But it would be interesting because I think they allowed people in there once, and it was select people. He would be laughing too much. That would be the problem. And knowing our dear cynical friend, I don't know how long he can act in order to get in there. Oh, actually, no, this Pope is a lot more behaved than popes that we've had in the past. Yeah, I haven't really seen very many scandals with this Pope as I have with ones in the past. I think it's more of his, I think a lot of the, they're a lot more careful and choosy of now those things because of how society is more now, and more of the we will find out and we will end you, because more people do come forward with these charges. So I'm wondering, but then again, they can be buried just as easily as well. Anything can be hidden and buried and sealed. But it does make me wonder about all this stuff. But in all good nature and all good fun. Excuse me. Apparently the soda didn't agree with me for a second. I think it would be one of those things of of interest and intrigue to be able to go in there. I mean, I would love to visit Vatican City just for the historical reasoning behind it. Nothing religious, just the historical reasonings. I mean, I would love to go to a lot of places in Europe because of history. I mean, I love history because it's a study of what we did in our past and what we can do to rise above that, or what we have done to either fall behind it or completely fail to grasp from the past. I mean, I watch a lot of the fails in history, like why the First World War started because somebody took a wrong turn, or things that could have been stopped. Like everybody's pretty sure the person who saved Hitler when he was shot in World War II, like I think it was back in World War I, you wonder if that person kicked themselves in the ass a few times. Or like, I saved the Führer. I don't know. You can't tell what people are thinking. And in the heat of the moment something happens, it happens. Like, you'll never double think saving that one person from walking in front of a bus and then years later they end up doing something horrible. You can't blame yourself. You were doing a good deed. You were helping a life. Something else happened to that person to make it that way. Nothing you did it. Historical significance, not religion. That's why I went to the Holy Land. Historical significance and not the religion. Exactly. I mean, the historical significance of a lot of places are just interesting. I want to go to Stonehenge just to see it. Granted, I've been told it's not that glorious to go to, but I still want to see it. I mean, I still would love to see the pyramids. I would love to see the Colosseum. I would love to see any of those places just because the history behind them. Nothing more. I mean, we have our past, and a lot of our beliefs as pagans is in those roots of the past, is in history. And that was another thing that pulled me to being pagan, was the history behind it. To me was a lot more significantly connected than what a book said. My dad believes that Jesus was an alien. Jesus could have been an alien. I mean, fuck, anyone could be an alien. Nowadays, I could be one. No, if I was one, I'd probably have a lot more money and a really better life. Shit, who would want to be a broke alien? But it could be that people were not what they appeared, or things happened and became, and Soren's computer just kicked on again, which is normal because Discord. But there's a lot of different things that could be or couldn't be. There is far too much out there that we don't understand to only be humans, to be the only life forms. I'm sorry, there's probably planets full of other types of life forms, other beings that have adapted to live into their planet. It is just far too hard to speculate what's out there, what they look like, what they're doing, what they're thinking. For all we know, they could be picking up these broadcasts and going, God, these pale things are hilarious. They're speaking some kind of gibberish that we don't understand. It's just blah, 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 blah to us. Because to think that they understand and comprehend our language might be foolish. They might have figured a way to translate it to their own by now, because intelligent life figures out ways. Granted, the human species as of lately has not been that intelligent. Just look at some of our world leaders. That should tell you everything. Far too intelligent to be, yeah. If no if. There is other life out there, and we know it. But people will deny it because they think the galaxy is really small and it's not as expensive as it is. But science has proved that it goes on and on and on. We may not be able to explore it fully in our lifetime, but one day we will. World leaders in reality TV, we are doomed. Yes, we are. We are so fucked. And I'm already demonetized, so I can say fuck on my stream. But yes, we are doomed. Or we might not be. We just might be in a rut right now, and eventually, hopefully, we'll be out of that rut before I die. Oh, excuse me. Before we die. That would be nice. It'd be nice to have something in my generation or legacy that isn't why do we have this person? Hey, look, a good person, and we're back to square one. Or make that negative 5,000. Kind of makes you miss Bush, doesn't it? God. And I don't know if I mean Bush Sr. or Bush Jr. You guys can pick which one. Yeah, there's just too much in this world that we can explain, and then there's too much that we can't. And it's fun looking at what we can't explain. It's just the nature of human. We don't know what's out there. We don't know what lies before us. We tend to sometimes respond with sarcasm and hurting others when we're hurt ourselves. Or sometimes we respond with compassion and sympathy towards people. I like to thank everybody for their outputting and well wishes and condolences for my cousin. Like I said, it made me realize that sometimes you're so out of touch. You think you're so in touch with everything, then you realize you're out of touch with the people who matter the most. Things like that remind you of this, and it brings you back down to reality. But it shouldn't take somebody passing to make you stop and realize that. We should be able to realize that before that happens. And I kind of wish I would have. I wish it didn't take me that to realize that I need to be more in touch with my parents. I need to be more in touch with my siblings. I need to be more active in speaking with them. Because in reality, yeah, I talk to my mom at least once a week, but it's mostly, how are you doing? What's up? What's new? What haven't I read on Facebook? What Pokemon did you catch this week? Yes, my mom and I play Pokemon Go together, and we send each other gifts. We challenge each other to find better Pokemon. I guess that's our little thing, at least. But I wish I had that more with my dad, or with my sister, or my brothers. Okay, my sisters, one of them's too busy working, and the other one's too busy raising a daughter, which I get to meet next year. But with all that, I will leave you guys with a fun little sappy ass message. Spend more time with your family that you can, or people you consider your family, because not all family is DNA related. Your best friend can be like your family, or they can be the ones that you see as that, or you can look at some of the people you game with and realize those are your gaming family, or this is somebody you hang out with. I mean, on Discord, I have my Final Fantasy family because it consists of a lot of my old friends from when I was back on MySpace, which the fact that they immediately knew who I was and they remembered me, made me happy. You guys are my YouTube family. You guys are my witchy community. You guys are my pagan family on here. Anyone who's watching this who is one of my followers or subscribers, you guys are a part of the witchy community. You guys are a part of the YouTube family of this. Posting videos or not, commenting or doing things on the videos or not. And if you're just a passerby or a random Christian coming on here, you're human, you matter to people. Why not be kind and join our family and just learn something new? You don't have to change your belief system to be somebody's friend. Because in the end, we're all trying to get at one simple message. Love and light, be kind, don't kill people, and just in general, live your life to the fullest. And if to you the fullest is to help others and donate your time and money to things, do it. If to you living your life is doing what you want to do to make yourself feel better or doing things for you, do it. Do what makes you human, what makes you feel like you. Don't just do it because somebody says to. Do it if it makes you feel good, you know? And if you're just here to leave a mean, hateful comment, go ahead. I'll probably just delete it anyways. That's how much the hateful comments mean to me, is a delete button. And maybe I'll get irritated enough to maybe say something about it. But if you're going to sit there and call me out on something and then delete it, I'm going to remind you that you deleted your own damn comments. But if you're here to be hateful, just please leave. We don't need it. But everyone, I think, should be welcomed into any community as long as they're respectful to each other. And with that, I want everybody to remember you're loved by someone. You matter. Keep smiling. And even if you think nobody cares, there is somebody out there that cares. I care. I care about all you freaking people. I mean, Star Dancer, you're my sister from another mister. You're awesome. You're fantastic. You're a beautiful person. I still can't thank you enough for your gift. I do not take this off because it actually helps me stay balanced, and I thank you again. I got to use your fan today to make incense flow in the house because it's stuffy because I can't have my windows open right now. But I'm very thankful for you. And I'm glad that you came across my videos. And I'm glad that we talk. And I love your emails every day. Zed, you're part of the family. Deal with it. You're part of this family. Live with it. Lady, you are a beautiful woman. And I'm glad you have joined me on my streams. And I enjoy talking to each and every one of everyone here. Same with you, Loki Morgana. Loki Morgana. Thank you so much. I enjoy your guys' interaction with my videos, and I enjoy with your guys' interaction in general. So please keep it up, and I'll start getting my videos back on track. I'm not promising anything. I am promising that I will try to at least post once a week. Keep me to that. If that means email me and spam me up on Twitter, please do. I will leave my Twitter handle in the description because, you know, why not? I mean, I can because it's mine. Yes, I just went to copy and paste it. If you guys want to email me, there's my email. Say who you are so I don't mark you as spam and delete you. You can reach me at those places. I am more than happy to email you back. I am more than happy to talk to you back. And with that, I will say have a great evening and blessed be to all.